man will sell you a dream, girl, like literally. Hi babes, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika. If you are new here and if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the family, join the squad. We would love to have you here. So jumping right into today's video, I want to talk about some boundaries that you should set while dating, especially as a woman. These are some of the things that I had to kind of set for myself and enforce while dating, especially as a single woman living on her own in her own space. There are just certain things and certain rules that I had to have set for myself to make sure that I was going about dating the way I wanted to, and also attracting and spending my time with the people who I wanted to spend my time with. So if you want to hear my 5 tips, then just keep on watching. So one of the first boundaries that I set is not allowing a man to come to my home. Now that doesn't mean that I've never let anyone come to my home. Obviously I have a boyfriend, so he made his way up in here at some point. But it took time. It took me getting comfortable and me feeling safe and knowing that this was someone I can trust. Letting every man come in and out your house is not safe, for number one. And for two, it kind of allows all these different energies to come into your space, your sanctuary, where you're supposed to have peace. You've let all these different men into your space. And even if you're not letting them in your bed per se, I feel like your home should be treated sacredly. It should be treated as your temple, your castle. And not everybody can get access to that space. So definitely be mindful of who you let into your home, how often you letting people into your home, and just coming into your space in such a way that can definitely have an effect on you. I can literally count on one hand the amount of people that have been in my house, and I've been here 3 years. Not everybody can come to my home. I'm just strict like that. The next boundary, now this is one that I've learned in my latter years more recently, and that is to not allow a man to take up too much space in your life too soon. A man should not be able to come into your life and alter the fact that now your world revolves around him. He should have to earn access to you, earn access to what you have going on in your life. A man shouldn't just be able to come into your life and alter your routines, alter the boundaries that you have set for yourself, get you knocked off centered and unfocused. You know, I find that sometimes as women, we be so happy to have somebody, especially if you haven't had somebody in a while. And once we get somebody, we want to hold on to them so tight. So we literally make them the center of our universe. And sometimes that's cool, I guess, if that's what you like to do. But I find that you should properly vet a man and give him time to prove who he is to you. A lot of men know how to have their representative and know how to talk, but allow time to run its course so that you can see if that man can also walk the walk. I find that allowing a man to come into your space and now you cooking for him, you cleaning for him, you going with him here and going with him there, and now you haven't even done the things that you need to do for yourself is not healthy. And if that situation ever comes to an end, I feel like you kind of end up in a space where you feeling lost and you feeling confused because you've allowed this man to be the center of your universe. So let's not do that, ladies. Another boundary that I have set for myself, which I don't really tell men, but this is something that I know that I don't do, and that is revealing too much about my past, my insecurities, and my past relationships. Now, when I say past, I really just mean past relationships. So I'm not talking about my life, but I mean the things that I'm insecure about, the things that I'm self-conscious about, or maybe bad relationships that ended really bad or super toxic. I don't feel like that is a man's business off bat, or really at any point. Like, why we gotta talk about how I let such and such do me dirty, or why we gotta talk about the fact that I don't like my skin? You know, I feel like certain things maybe down the line, and I mean years down the line, can be revealed, but I feel like the mystery and the unknown, it's just better that way. Like, you don't need to know every little thing, every little detail. And then unfortunately there are some men in the world who you will share these insecurities and these vulnerabilities with them, and they'll throw them in your face. They'll turn around and use those same things as a weapon against you. So to protect yourself, be very mindful about what you share and ask yourself, why do I need to share this information? Is this information going to help this man love me better? Or can this man use this information and alter the way that he treats me? Or test the boundaries a little bit or try to push the envelope a little bit further than he probably should, because he's known that I've put up with X, Y, and Z, or he knows that I'm insecure about A, B, and C, so now he's seeing how much he can get away with. Nobody really needs to know your insecurities, for real, for real. That's for you to know and for you to work on. You don't gotta tell that to nobody. And the new guy don't need to know how much you put up with the last guy, because why? So he can see you as a fool and see you as, you don't want to do that. I feel like every man is a new start, is a fresh start. What you did before that man, it ain't none of his business. So try to keep all of those negatives and those skeletons in your closet in your closet. The next boundary that I have set, and I don't really know if it's a boundary, but I thought it was important to put on the list, and that is making sure that a man's words aligns with his actions. That is so important for me, and the best teller of this is going to be time. A man will tell you what he gonna do, tell you how he gonna do it. A man will sell you a dream, girl, like literally. Pay attention to if he's actually doing the things that he says he's gonna do. Pay attention to if he's actually living how he said he lives and goes to places he said he goes. I was dating at some point, and I was talking to this guy, and he, was telling me about his house and his car, but I never saw these things. Never saw them. And he kept trying to come to my house, and I just had to tell him, like, listen, baby, you're not coming over here. This is just not a free-for-all. I've never seen your car. I've never seen your house. I don't even know if you got a house or a car. Guess what? I haven't heard from him since that day, and that's fine with me, but it's just like, little things like that. A man will try to pull the wool over your ass and sell you a dream, like I said. So make sure that the things that he is saying is lining up with his actions and the way he lives his life. Fact check everything, because these men are getting clever and sneakier by the day, sis. And the last boundary that I have, which I don't know, some may not agree with, but in my experience, love bombing, aka accepting lavish gifts too soon, is another red flag. You can't buy me. You know what I'm saying? I could buy myself everything that I want. And so if a man is coming into my life and trying to win me over or swoop me off my feet with all these lavish gifts, on the surface level, it looks good. It feels nice. It feels like a kind gesture. But what are you really trying to get at here? Like, why are you doing this? In my humble opinion, men are not that generous. Men are not that giving, not that caring, not that... You know what I'm saying? Unless they really love you and care for you. So for a man to come into your life and just get to whining and dining you and spending lots, hundreds and thousands of dollars on you on lavish gifts, not experiences that you two are experiencing and enjoying together, gifts that are solely for you, I personally would not accept it. And to me, that's a red flag, because why are you trying to spend your money on me in that way? Like, you ain't got nothing else to do with your money. Like, what are you trying to do here? Are you trying to expose me to this lifestyle, swoop me in, and then I find out you a scammer and you're really broke and you're really homeless and the money that you spent on me was off somebody else's credit card? Baby, it just sounds like my worst nightmares. We do not want to hear with that, ladies. Definitely be a little cognizant and question everything. Don't just go for what a person tells you right off bat. Fact check everything and kind of make sure that the words are aligning with the actions and that they're not trying to pull a fast one over on you, because these men are getting desperate and they will try to do so. So I hope that this video was helpful for you all. Those are just some of the boundaries that I had to set for myself, especially as I've gotten older, because I've had a little bit more dating experience. I've run across many different type of men. So those are some of the things that I've had to implement to protect myself and not allow myself to be wasting my time on the wrong individual. So I hope the video was helpful for you all. I love you, and I will see you in my next one, girl. Bye.